Hello everyone. Today we're going to go over a Crusade update for my Alpha Legion Crusade Force, the 7th Hydra. We're going to go over some recent games played, the storyline, and then what Crusade upgrades and the like I have given my units. Now, for those of you who have watched the previous updates, you'll remember that the Alpha Legion took on the Custodes and were able to steal a chunk of Shield Captain Kiro's soul. And as a result, he's been thrown in the black cells. And this game was all about revenge. Shield Captain Calrock, in order to save Kiro, led a Custodes force on boarding an Alpha Legion frigate in the hopes of getting a hold of computer systems and finding out what had happened to the fragment of Kiro's soul that had been stolen. Custodes forces first ran into groups of cultists, which they were able to dispatch relatively easily. The remaining cultists were saved by Headhunter Kronos. When he showed up, managed to slaughter a few of the Custodes before being horribly wounded in return. The remaining cultists slammed and tried to hold the door shut, but it was all to no avail as the Custodes got in and were able to annihilate them. Elsewhere, Calrock was beset upon by Squad Vipus, which was able to inflict serious damage on him before they were badly wounded in turn, while the rest of the squad dealt with a group of Custodes that had reached the main access computer and were attempting to download the information. A vicious fight broke out. Warpsmith Vertex moved in and decided to finish this off, and just as he was about to strike, Calrock activated an artifact and was able to teleport in to heroically intervene. A vicious fight ensued. Calrock again took some horrible wounds, but was able to beat down Warpsmith Vertex. The remaining Custode was able to download the information despite the best efforts of the Alpha Legion and transmit that information to Calrock. A group of truly fanatical cultists moved to stop Calrock from escaping the ship with the information, but it was to prove for naught. With the remaining Custodes coming to his aid, Calrock and them finished off the cultists and were able to escape the ship with the information they needed. Calrock's soul shard had been placed inside a Psyker's body and grafted there and was being held in a storeroom of one of the Alpha Legion ships known as a Styx-class heavy cruiser known as the Dark Jihad. And so Calrock made plans to board and try to seize this soul fragment and save his friend Lord Kiro from a terrible fate in the Black Cells. When they boarded the Dark Jihad, they quickly discovered the fighting here was going to be incredibly difficult, as the Alpha Legion were determined to hold on to the soul fragment. Cultists and Marines laid down heavy fire and prevented the Custodes from moving down certain corridors. Calrock's forces were able to push down one corridor, cutting down spawn and other abominations to make their way to the main storeroom. Even as they reached it, a ferocious counterattack of Alpha Legion possessed and Alpha Legion legionnaires began to jam up the corridors and hold up the fight. Calrock pulled back from the other corridors, throwing everything to reach the one storeroom that he believed held the soul fragment of his friend. As hard as the Alpha Legion fought, the Custodes were able to fight just a little bit harder, although it resulted in almost mutual annihilation for both sides. Calrock's remaining Custodes were able to open up another path to the secure storage areas, which enabled Shield Captain Calrock to secure the soul fragment of Lord Kiro and thus escape the ship and save his friend. Warpsmith Vertex has gained a level and is now blooded. He took a conversion field added to his war gear. It's a relic, and it's a low-level relic from the main rulebook. It'll give him a 4-up invuln, and on a 6, when he makes that invuln, if there's an enemy within an inch, they'll take a mortal wound. So that'll help him when said Custodes show up and begin slicing at him with their power axes and guardian spears. Headhunter Kronos is now also leveled up to the blooded level. He was able to take out a number of Custodes, not enough to prevent them from winning, but enough where he actually earned a MVP award, and so he was given a relic as well. He was given Viper's Spite. It's a pistol, 6 shots, 18-inch range, strength 4, AP minus 3, 1 damage each. And it's a pretty fitting weapon to help him further his basically headhunting, infiltrating, assassin ways. So with the additional requisition points, we dumped them all into supply, and with bonuses we had gained for maintaining fleet strength and that, we were able to get a grand total of 20 supply points. We spent them as follows. Added now to the order of battle is another Rhino, this one with the Combi Melta and Havoc Launcher. The Alpha Legion have added a new cult of mutants known as the Morlocks. It's recruiting mutants all across the Stygian sector and wherever they go, and it's made up of mutants and torments, and they're just it's 10 mutants or cursed cultists and 6 torments at this point, and it represents the mutant forces that are being pressed into service, and they're forming a new unit in the 7th Hydra known as the Morlocks. Next, we have an elite Terminator group known as the Hydra Claws. They are 5 Chaos Space Marine Terminators. The champion has a Chain Fist and Heavy Flamer. 2 of them have Combi Meltas and Accursed Weapons, and 2 others just have Combi Bolters and Power Fists. And they are an elite striking force that probably will see some use in upcoming boarding actions and the like, as well as being a crucial bodyguard for Lord Mogwar, and kind of an important hard-hitting unit to add to my Crusade force. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe down below. Thank you for watching.